Data breaches continue to increase in both scale and severity. Here are some of the most notorious breaches from the past 12 months. In June 2022, an unidentified hacking group used social engineering to gain access to a staff computer at a Marriott hotel in Maryland. They obtained 20 gigabytes of confidential information, including between 300 and 400 guests' names, addresses, and credit card information. The criminals demanded a ransom for the stolen information, but Marriott refused to pay up. The case has been passed to the relevant law enforcement agencies. Having suffered a data breach in early 2022 that affected the source code for its Galaxy smartphone, Samsung suffered a second data breach in August. The extent of this breach is yet to be determined, but the company has confirmed that some of its US systems were affected. Compromised data included names, contact details, demographic data, and more. Experts believe the second data breach could have been facilitated by malware that was installed during the earlier attack in March, citing difficulties in removing malware once it had affected the company's network. In September 2022, an anonymous hacker claimed to have breached Uber's systems by tricking an employee into accepting a fake authentication request, which allowed the threat actor to add their device to Uber's network. Multiple internal systems, including Slack, became inaccessible to employees. According to comments attributed to an anonymous Uber employee, staff were redirected to a site with explicit imagery whenever they attempted to request a website. Uber claimed the data breach did not affect sensitive user data, and that all the internal software tools that were taken down on the day of the incident were fully operational the day after. In October 2022, Dropbox fell victim to a phishing scam when attackers cloned the login page for Circle CI, a third-party service used by Dropbox for code integration and delivery. The attackers gained access to over 130 GitHub repositories. While most Dropbox users were not affected by the data breach, some of the data surrounding Dropbox's code repositories included the names and email addresses of current and past customers, as well as employees and sales leads. MailChimp has been hit particularly hard after suffering 3 data breaches within the past year, all of which appear to be the result of social engineering attacks. Criminal hackers obtained access to employee and contractor credentials and used them to steal sensitive information from over 600 accounts. Amazon accidentally shared the personal email addresses of more than 1,000 UK warehouse workers while attempting to send out an invitation to a corporate event. This breach of UK data protection law was apparently reported to the UK's Information Commissioner's Office by an Amazon employee. Amazon is yet to report this data breach to the ICO itself, but it's not required to do so unless it believes the incident will pose a risk to its employees' rights and freedoms. However, organizations have incurred fines from the ICO in the past for not reporting data breaches, if the regulator determined that the incident was not handled adequately. Remember, data breaches can lead to considerable financial losses, reputational damage, and disruption. If you want to learn more about what you can do to protect your organization from cyber attacks and data breaches, click the link in the description and start future-proofing your organization with CyberComply.